Hey guys, today I'm going to be doing my first half of the Q&A that I promised you guys, and I did get a lot of questions, so for the sake of this video, I know you guys will probably be upset by this, but I'm not going to be saying who asked these questions just because I wrote them all down, and it'd be very confusing to go back and write down all the names as well, so I'm really sorry, but I won't be shouting out anybody in this video. I hope you guys can understand, and I'm not going to be doing all the questions in this video. I will have another video coming out to answer the rest that I didn't answer, and let's just jump right into the questions. Alright, the first question is, will you want to sleep late? And the answer is no. You'll want to sleep at your normal time that you sleep. That your sleeping habits really don't affect. The spell doesn't affect your sleeping habits. The next question is, who is allowed to know that you are a fairy? Anybody that you trust with your life, because it is very dangerous to expose yourself to the whole world, which is why maybe it's better that I didn't fully transform for you guys on YouTube, because it's kind of like if everyone knew that you could become a fairy, then there'd be way more fairies and it'd be overpopulated, and then just the fairy community would soon be gone, I guess, because with too many fairies comes changes in the fairies' habits and everything, and it's just a lot to talk about, so I'm just going to end it there. And then the next question is there a substitute for the fairy dust? If so, what is it? As far as I know, there isn't. There are different types of fairy dust, but I don't know those formulas and potions. I'm sorry. And then the next question is there a substitute for the dead flower petals? Dead leaves have seemed to be a topic, especially around this time of year. You can definitely try it, but I'm not 100% sure it will work. And then the next question is, can I use a shell chime for the spell? And will it be a flat enough surface for the spell to work? Yes, shell chimes have worked in the past. What will happen if the flower petal isn't dead? I'm assuming that the spell will not work. I'm sorry, but it must be dead. Is it half a cup of water to put in the container? It's about a little under halfway of whatever your container is. Is it possible to do the spell in the winter? I posted my video in August, which is summertime. Well, in my country that's summertime. I know in other places it's not, but I'm guessing that summertime or springtime would be the best time to do this spell. How do you transform? I'm not sure. This is a very general question. It's not very specific, so I don't know how to answer it. You can watch my first video on how to become a fairy. That'll give you information. The next question is, where is the best place to fly? And I would say in the woods, near the treetops, or if you don't have a woods nearby, if you have a fenced-in backyard, that'd be a good place. Also, if you have a trampoline, and people know you have a trampoline, you could fly next to your trampoline, and it would just look like you're jumping. You can also fly from your trampoline, which might be a better idea to start off with if you have one. If not, it's perfectly fine. The next question is, where did you do your research? And my friends and I actually studied very much in school. Our school actually had a program about, it started off as a mythology class, and then with further research, it turned into specifically just spells and fairies and all that kind of stuff. And we also did a lot of our own research online, and we are working on our website to bring you guys all the facts that we learned so that you don't get false information from random websites. The next question is there a spell for breathing underwater? Not that I know of, but I am doing research to find more spells that will work when you're not a fairy, because I feel like it's a lot better for you guys to do. But a lot of you, I understand religious purposes, you cannot perform these types of spells, and I completely understand that. So just bear with me because a lot of people are curious. The next question, where would I fly if I can't get to a forest or somewhere like that? Like I said before, in your backyard, or maybe even just an empty area where nobody really goes. And then the next question, how do you control how you fly? I have a wings video, and I know that I probably didn't explain it very well, but it's just like learning how to ride a bike. I did say it's like learning to walk, but walking is kind of more natural, and riding a bike is basically this, like learning how to ride a bike without training wheels. It's like that. You just have to practice, and that makes perfect. Next, what part of the spell do you put your drawing in the potion? This is referring to, I said, you can draw your wings and how you want them to look, and it's just a basic outline, so even if you don't draw them, they will come out pretty general how a fairy wing would come out. And any time before you actually say the spell would be perfectly fine. I would suggest right after you put the fairy dust in. Last question, is there a fairy world or portal? If you have not found one, can you do research and tell us how to get there if there is a fairy world? Not that I know of it, I have gotten this question before and I believe I did answer it, maybe not publicly, but no, there isn't. It's just planet Earth that we live on, but I will definitely try to do some research because that would be very cool. And that's all the questions I have for this video, and I will be posting another Q&A video very soon, so stay tuned for that.